Hey everyone, welcome to Daily Revelations. I'm early this morning because I have some blood tests. So might as well start out the day with a video and go from there. So thanks for joining me. Today's our last day in Nehemiah 13. And we are going to talk about change, something a lot of people don't like. I usually like change, but I'm going to give you an example of how change was not so wonderful for me lately either. When we're reading in Nehemiah 13, we read about these instances where things kind of went back to normal. And the one that really struck me was in verse 10, when they talked about the portions to the Levites weren't given. So the Levites were supposed to be sustained by the people. And instead of fighting back and saying, where's our portion, and causing people to actually go back and do what they're supposed to be doing and fight for the righteousness, they just went back to their fields and said, ugh, I give up. I'm not going to work for God. I'm going to work for myself, and I'm going to harvest my own food. Makes sense, right? Well, as I was looking at that, the thing that popped out to me is when we are put under pressure, it's really easy to revert to old habits and to say, you know what? This was good for a while, but I'll just go back and do what I was doing before. It's super easy right now during this pandemic to say, well, I can't get to church, so I'm just not going to turn my church service on Sunday. I'm just going to do whatever I want on Sunday. My, Bible study group is meeting virtually, but I've got other things I want to do, or want to slip in or whatever. Those old habits creep in. And we just go, well, it's just easier, because change to something new, something better, requires effort. A lot of it usually, because you're creating new habits. The old habits, we just fall back into. We don't have to work to do them. And so here comes my story. So I started meeting with a functional doctor this week, and I had a very restricted diet already a lot of my life for various reasons. And I got the news this week that I need to now cut out basically everything that I mostly lived on. And every protein, animal-based, dairy, meat, you name it. And so my new normal requires a lot of change, and a lot of change that my family's not willing to make, which I don't blame them, because I don't want to do it either. But I kind of had a little pity party for myself, I have to admit. And then I just said, you know what? No, we're going to move on beyond this, and I'm just going to be creative. I'm going to create a new normal, and that's what's going to be required. And it is going to require a lot of effort. But I want you to think about that. And what are some things maybe that you're slipping back into as this pandemic is going on? And is it what you want to be doing? Or do you need to fight for your new normal? And on the other side, those habits created will actually be useful in many other areas of your life as we get reintegrated as a society again and start socializing outside of videos. But so I just challenge you to look at that and to say, look at the different things you're doing and how you're reacting to it and responding to it, and challenge yourself. It may not be a New Year's and making resolutions, but sometimes any time of the year, change is good if we're moving more towards God. So anyways, hope that's an encouragement to you. Have an awesome weekend, and I will see you here on Monday as we start Esther. So bye, everybody. I'll see you then.